Hi everybody, my name's Kelly. I designed my poster using some images from a story that I'm going to read you. I'm going to read it quite quickly because of time constraints. I'm also going to zoom in on some of the images using the big screen beside me. The Animal School. Once upon a time, the animals decided they must do something heroic to meet the problems of a new world, so they organised a school. They adopted a curriculum consisting of running, climbing, swimming and flying. To make it easier to administer the curriculum, all the animals took all the subjects. The duck was excellent in swimming. In fact, he was better than his instructor, but he only just passed flying and was very poor in running. Since he was slow in running, he had to stay after school and drop swimming to practice his running. This was kept up until his web feet were badly worn and eventually he became only average in swimming. But average was acceptable in his school, so nobody worried about that except the duck. The rabbit started at the top of the class in running, but he had a nervous breakdown because he had to do so much extra work in swimming. The squirrel was excellent in climbing until he became frustrated in flying class, where his teacher made him start from the ground up instead of from the treetop down. He also developed muscle cramps from overexertion, and so he ended up with a C in climbing and fell to a D in running. The eagle was a real problem child. He had to be disciplined very severely. In climbing class, he beat all the others to the top of the tree, but insisted on using his own way to get there, which was frowned upon by his teacher. At the end of the year, an abnormal eel, who could swim exceedingly well, also run, climb and fly a little, had the highest average and got ducks of the school. The prairie dogs stayed out of school and fought the tax levy, because the administration would not add digging and burrowing to the curriculum. They apprenticed their children to a badger and later joined the groundhogs and gophers to start up a successful private school. This story is not my own, of course. It was written by a man named George Reavis in 1940. George was a school principal in an American public school when he wrote it. I think George is a smart man. I'd like to work with people who think like George. I think his story really hits the nail on the head. We are all different and we're all smart. All we need is to be given opportunities that help us to learn using our strengths and develop our weaknesses. All we need is to feel valued for who we are, our uniqueness. I believe that every child can learn. Nothing ticks me off more than seeing a child who believes they are dumb. Actually there is. It's an adult who makes a child believe they are dumb. I believe teaching is a powerful profession and that what I do as a teacher could potentially affect thousands of lives. I know for sure that what I do will have a ripple effect that reaches who knows where, and I would want that impact to have a positive effect on society. I think that by getting to know each child as an individual and know who they are and how they learn will be crucial to their success. For example, by using Howard Gardner's multiple intelligences to teach the prescribed curriculum, I believe I can help my students to not only learn but also to value others. See, I don't believe it's the curriculum that is the most important thing I will teach my students. I want them to know how they learn best and to use their talents to be successful. I also want them to develop an understanding of what has made them believe something. I want them to ask, can that idea be challenged in some way? Is there another way of thinking that could make our lives and the world a better place? I believe that if students understand themselves as a way of understanding others, it will help them appreciate rather than shun difference. I want my classroom to be a place where everyone is valued, regardless of a learning style, a race, a colour or a belief. I know that to implement the multiple intelligences and all these things into the classroom will be a challenge, especially as a beginning teacher. But this is a personal challenge that I have set myself. I'll work to make it all second nature to myself, and my main goal is just to make the classroom a positive place for every child, regardless of what else is happening in their lives. I'll leave you with one of my favourite quotes. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to fly, it will spend its whole life believing it is stupid. And that's from Albert Einstein. And that's from me. Thank you, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.